Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I got a little treat for you. You know how medics keep dying and dying on you? Well, today we're going to talk about how to keep them in one piece. So first things first, we should just give a big thank you to all the medics out there that keep us heavies from having to see that 20-second respawn timer every couple of seconds. Seriously, you guys are the best. This game would be a lot worse if you didn't exist. So huge thank you to all of you guys. Now today I am joined by a friend and fellow YouTuber. You might know him as ArraySeven. Say hi to the folks out home for us.
Hey there, just a friendly reminder that I exist. Let's start talking about medics and their heavies.
So when you're playing with a medic, there are three things you need to do to ensure their total happiness and survivability. The first thing is the most obvious. Ray, what's your favorite food?
Well, I'm actually on a strict diet of Red Bull, Sun Chips, and crippling depression, but my favorite thing to eat is soggy French fries.
Oh, it's sandwiches. The sandwich is the only item in the game that can spawn a med pack, which is both useful for getting rid of fire and healing teammates. So in the context of this video, which class do you think would benefit the most from an item that can heal them?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Pyro. I know I'm right.
Well, not the answer I would think of.
Okay.
So in the case of staying on script, we'll be talking about the medic with a sandwich.
Alright, sandwiches are as good for medics as mass shootings are for the NRA. They can save your life at the last minute or help you heal the rest of your team quicker. Sandwiches can save your ass and help that same ass do its job better.
Good points, good points. Basically, when you toss a sandwich, it has some slight airtime before it gets to its destination. It's a sandwich, not a bullet or a time machine. So when you toss your sandwich down, there are two recommended-ish things to do. The first being have your medic stand still while you toss him the sandwich. This is so your medic spends less time at low HP, but at the cost of standing still for a couple of seconds, which even those few seconds could be life or death for your medic, so I personally do not recommend this strategy most of the time. And take it from me, medic standing still is like writing a letter and hand delivering it to the sniper asking him to shoot you in the face. And generally I'd advise against doing that. Don't ask to get shot in the face, kids. Now what I like to do is to try and predict where the medic will be walking and toss the sandwich in front of his path. This requires a little more communication or soul connection than the other strategy given, but it allows your medic to keep moving and let you heal them up. The only real problem with this is that if you happen to misjudge the medic's movement patterns, it results in him having to spend more time at low HP. But really both of these methods are viable, just don't throw your sandwich to the side and demand your medic to go fetch it for you like a dog. Not only does doing that have a higher rate of a scout swooping in and stealing it, but it could give the snipers better sightlines on the medic if you happen to throw it in a bad spot. The next thing I'd like to address is taking a bullet for your medic. I shouldn't have to explain things like this, but I will. If a medic is giving you life back, the least you can do is absorb a little bit of damage for him.
Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't not dodge incoming damage. I've found life's generally easier if you avoid getting shot. Also, if you're being attacked and your heavy is completely oblivious, as most heavies are, walk through him and use him as a meat shield. Your attacker will eventually get his attention. Until then, use him as a brick wall and take cover.
Another thing for your medic is help him build and keep Uber. Uber charge is more important than your life in most situations, so let your medic get an Uber saw and an AFK if he wants, or help take some damage to increase the build rate. Also, if it comes to taking one for the team, if you and your medic are being surrounded and the odds of winning the fight are growing slimmer and slimmer, stay behind. Help your medic get out and hold them off for as long as you can by yourself. This helps the medic retain his Uber rate, and if you're able to survive, you got those fists of steel, you can work your way back to the medic, it's not that big of a problem, but if you don't, it's better just to have you die than have you and the medic die. Also, for all you medics out there, if you have the Uber charge in this situation, please use it. However, if you don't be afraid to fall back, your heavy knew what he signed up for before going into this. Alrighty, now let's talk about some of the more common things you see as a heavy. The first thing we'll be talking about is a pocket medic. Now these guys are your best friend, because if you keep letting them die over and over again, they will get mad at you, and rather quickly might I add.
Yeah, take it from me, having your teammates let you die over and over again is one of, if not the most irritating thing in TF2, but, then again, medic is the class of disappointment. Most, if not all of us, have just come to accept that fact. It kind of just comes with the territory of being a medic.
So, when you have a pocket medic, you want to keep him happy, help him build Uber, get health packs, and drop everything you're doing to save him. If a soldier rocket jumps over you to kill your medic, pocket or not, you drop everything you're doing to go kill that soldier. As stated earlier, medics Ubers are more valuable than your life. Now, pocket medics are probably the simplest form of a heavy medic combo, but if you have ever played a medic before, you know he is not all that simple.
You can say that again.
Pocket medics are the simplest form of combo?
Okay, I didn't mean that literally. Come on. Okay, you've got to heard that saying before,
I
right?
heard it,
Come
but
on.
I
Tell me
didn't
I'm
really
not
get
crazy.
Boom! So the second, more beneficial type of medic are the ones that heal everyone and keep everyone alive with some overheal. Usually they'll buff the heavy, let him go on his own for a little bit until he needs another buff, or if he needs healing for a large fight coming up. These medics are generally more teamwork focused rather than being just your friend. So these guys will be often making their rounds to the rest of the team rather than just you. So I'd advise not healing as many of your teammates with a sandwich as you usually would heal, so your medic can build uber faster. But that doesn't mean don't heal anyone, just don't shut down your medic's build rate. However, just because these medics will be healing and even ubering other players doesn't mean you should leave them in the dust. But it also doesn't mean that you have to be their sole protectors. Really, anyone they're healing should keep them alive, but it's pretty much up to you to make sure these guys don't die. Something that hasn't been talked about yet is general communication. Heavy and medic work the best if they communicate, which can be achieved through several different means, either by voice chat or voice communications already included in the game. But communication, if achieved, is useful and will allow you and your medic to play to your highest potential. Yeah. Oh, okay. Too late. We're committed. Come on, open the door. Do it!
Oh, I guess they were stupid enough to open the door. Whatever works.
So in conclusion, the medic and heavy work very well together, but if one doesn't help out the other, then they won't have as enjoyable of a time as they could have. So that's pretty much all there is to know about keeping your medic alive. Before we go, I'd like to give a big thank you to ArraySeven. He's a smaller YouTube channel, you might have heard about him, but if not, go check out his channel. He's like a mini Rydercycle, but for medic. The link to his channel will be in the description, and you can go check him out there. Anyways, as always, I hope you found this informative, or at least entertaining. And Array, would you like to do the honors?
Huh? Oh, right. This program has been brought to you by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station by viewers like...
No. You know my whole thing with the whole swell day, peace out? You know I do it at the end of every video.
Wait, what?
Just go for it.
Oh, the other thing. This has been Rydercycle and ArraySeven, and I hope you all have a wonderfully handsome rest of your day.